So, if I'm really honest, I really can't stand any of you. I think that you're all really unintelligent. And I cannot wrap my head around how anyone's interested in any of this and how you're not saying anything about it. All of these women are horrific. There's doctors out there with huge implants where their under boob is hanging out the bottom. And they're called Dr. Elaine or something like that. And she says, here's what I don't order lemon or lime when I go to a restaurant. So that's not a doctor's conversation. So it tells me that she's not a real doctor. No doctor who's a professional doctor would wear a crop top with an underboob hanging out the bottom. I know you think that it's such a jealous thing for me to say these things about these women, but I don't really give a crap what your body looks like. But it gives me the creeps that you men oogle over this nasty and then go on the beach and grope a woman in a thong. And then she blames the man, the homeless person, when he's looking at the phone and looking at Monavan's spread eagle. So Monavan is implying that she wants sex from the audience, from her audience, who are enslaving her into sex slavery. Although she is showing that she's a doctor, and then she's showing and bragging about how much money she has. And then Gary's involved in this nastiness of like caressing her and acting really odd and strange. And then he calls that business professional. And then all of you stand around and act like it's not abnormal. And then you're working off marketing. Means you're not actually there for business. You're there to party and to grope and be nasty. And there's an energy that I can't really explain that feels like a sloppy slime slug. Jelly style, gooey, nasty. That's what she puts out. And then there's a giggle and a kick, and they show their nails, and then they show their outfit, and then they're like, well, I've got all these followers. Well, no, you don't. That's for Pookie and her hideous face. She's hideous. She's a hideous person. These are hideous people, not just physically hideous, but like it makes them look even... The most unattractive person who's nice on the inside could be attractive, even if they were hideous. But you're all hideous. You're hideous on the inside. You're hideous on the outside. And there is no communicating with you because you don't listen for crap, but you proclaim to listen for crap. But when you're on a podcast, all you do is yap your jaw. So you're disrespecting your audience. They're just whacking off to you. Choose disrespectful to us. The energy says go to TikTok. We're enslaved. So when you're enslaved by something and someone did that to you, it's that person's fault. It's Monavan's fault. And when they reciprocate with abuse, then that's against the law. And then when nothing happens and it continuously happens, and you lie on the internet, it is against the law. When you are interfering in an election like all these women are doing and all these people, who are you going to vote for? That's That's like telling someone how much you make. That is election interference. When you invite the potential president, the stepdaughter, to get votes, that's election interference. It's completely inappropriate. She stood on the stage and caressed her father as if that was her boyfriend, and then spoke on the stage. So this particular child has either the want to be a politician, and then you stick to politics, or you go work and do a fashion show at Coach where Mona Van shows up. So Mona Van's at the Coach fashion show, and so is the stepdaughter of Kamala Harris, and Mona Van was also at the U.S. Capitol trying to change the laws with makeup, where she then, in previous videos, has said that she doesn't wear makeup, but then she hires a fashion makeup artist and a hair artist to always do her hair and makeup. And then Gary and her go on countless events for the last 4 years while you physically assault me and attempt to emotionally assault me, and then you say have joy and happiness. You should really stop for a minute and take a look at how sick you are. You should really all go take a look in the mirror and look at how sick and mentally ill. Oh, you love looking at yourselves in the mirror, don't you? Oh, stop. Oh, no, look real good. Look long and hard in the mirror and see the devil that's looking back at you. Because the devil gets you to think that you're hot. So you live in delusion. You're living in delusion. And that eventually catches up to you. Go take a look at Demi Moore. That's pretty effing clear how mentally ill that one is. I said go look in the mirror. Mona Van, I command you, go look at yourself in the mirror, look right in those retinas of yours, which are those eyeballs, and take a look at your Persian face and how hideous you are. You're Persian. That's nasty. Just like being Armenian is nasty. It's like, imagine that butt being smelly after she's supposedly worked out. It's gross. Imagine like that sweaty smell of someone who's just drank a bunch of alcohol. That's Alex Earl. Imagine Pookie taking a poop and she's pregnant. And imagine the smell after she just finished eating that Chick-fil-A. Imagine those dreadlocks when they haven't been cleaned. That's the girl from Charlie Kirk's video. So I don't know who the hell you all think you are, but your knowledge isn't anything more than gossip. And that's why when I say this shit about you, that's why it's so nasty, is because that's how nasty you actually are. So you don't have compassion for nasty people like that. They don't have compassion for you. They're trying to convince you of things that just aren't true. They're trying to convince you of things that are a facade of reality, that you like them, when the reality is you don't like them. They don't offer you any form of education. They don't talk about anything of value except how disgusted they are. Wow, that's really intelligent. I've literally laid out layer by layer by layer, fact by fact, science-based shit of what's actually going on with the debate. And you said I was just appalled and disgusted. Do you understand the difference? I mean, maybe you don't, but you're not delivering on any form of value to an audience, except for look how rich you are and you want your voice to be heard over mine so that you can destroy the lives of our children. I don't think so, blonde lady. That goes for all you old asses. I dealt with your asses in a 5-star, Michelin star hotel. I know that fucking shit. You fucking hear me?